Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to give you a few ideas as to what you can do when we finally get our hands on the powdered snow inside of caves and cliffs. Because some people have some really good ideas on what they want to do with this, while others have absolutely no idea. So yeah, I figured I'd show you some things which I have found while playing around with Snowier Snow. And if you want to see more videos like this when we get new features inside these betas, where I give you a few ideas as to what to do with these features, then please do let me know down below in the comments, because I would love to do videos like this. But yeah, let's get into the ideas. So when looking at the normal snow and the powdered snow, there's a very subtle difference which most people wouldn't really notice, and that got me the idea of making mazes with powdered snow, because you could go inside powdered snow, you can work your way around, but even with that you can kind of see like on the edges the normal snow on the edges and all that sorts of things. So what if you were to do sort of not completely like lines of powdered snow inside of mazes? What if you were to just do like this entire thing, but then occasionally normal snow, which you couldn't normally see? You can't really see it unless I really point it out, because I hid into here, you couldn't really tell until I actually told you I hid in here, can't really tell. And yeah, I think that'd be a really neat idea for minigames. Here's an idea in which I'm sure many people have thought of: making a hidden entrance using powdered snow. But what if you were to build an entire base filled with powdered snow? Because if we go over and look at this chest and we see we have a powdered snow block right above it, we could see that we could still open the chest, which means that we could essentially have entire rooms and bases filled with powdered snow. Obviously, you'd have to exactly know the location and stuff, and unfortunately, you can't open chests if you're inside of a Snowier Snow, but still, I like the idea of just you having to work your way around it to find your way to the chests, to things like that. One thing I tried almost instantly when we got our hands on powdered snow is, will mobs spawn on top of it? And unfortunately, if I set it to nights, that is not necessarily the case. You can see absolutely no mobs spawning on it, absolutely nothing like that. But if you have sort of solid blocks right next to it, then that means their path blocking, whatever it's called, will actually allow them to walk onto the powdered snow and fall through. So you can see we have this villager right here as bait, and if I spawn in a zombie on this solid block, you'll see he will walk right through it, right into it. And you see we could do it again, we could do it as many times as we want, and they will always go through the powdered snow. So this is probably going to open up the door for many different types of farm building and other types of things. And yeah, I love the fact that they're thinking about every single type of community, even with these small little features. I'm glad they're thinking about every single type of person that plays the game. Back onto the minigame aspect, another idea in which you can have with Snowier Snow is actually hide and seek. Because you can't really see people unless they're literally right in front of you. So to build a massive hide and seek area inside of this powdered snow, something which could be very fun. Hide and seek players will probably have a blast with this block. But let's actually get to some building type ideas. Now, because this is such a fluffier and softer type block, one idea which sprang to mind is actually building clouds in the sky. Now, ignore the fact that this really doesn't look like a cloud. Like, I'm not the best at building clouds, but still, it's an idea which I think looks really well and looks a lot better than the clouds we normally get passing through the sky. But yeah, another idea which I thought that could add on to clouds, actually, including things on top of your clouds, such as a house, is a really cool idea. Now, this kind of looks more like a shed on top of floating snow, but still, the concept is still there, the idea is still there, and it gives me the sort of feeling of I believe it's a level from Super Mario 64. I swear, this entire idea just gives me Super Mario 64 vibes, even though I'm not entirely sure if there was a level inside the clouds. But yeah, I totally recommend if you want to have just a base up in the sky, then this might not be a bad idea and a bad way to do it. One thing many people found about with this Snowier Snow is not only will mobs pass through it, but also items will slip through it as well, such as these stairs, this, and this. You just give it long enough and then it will eventually pop its way out just like this. So I don't know what you could use that for. Maybe you could use it for some interesting item collection system or something like that. So let's say you have a line of automatic furnaces, something like this, and it spits out and heads its way down here. Instead of you needing a hopper minecart, now all you need is some powdered snow, because then it will just eventually droop his way down here and eventually into the hopper, something like this. But unlike items where you just drop them on the floor and they can float its way down, projectiles, on the other hand, are a little bit different because they stay on the top of the Snowier Snow. I have no idea how that could be useful, maybe for a Trine killer or maybe for something like that, but I don't know, I think it's still handy to know. And yeah, for the most part, those are my ideas on what you could do with Snowier Snow. I'm sure in future betas and snapshots there'd be plenty more ideas to come out with, but what do you think of these ideas? Did you learn something about Snowier Snow you didn't really know about before? Whatever you thought, let me know down below, but other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.